Well, hey, there we go. I'm not sure if I'm more shocked at the fact that Brock Lesnar actually turned up, or they've eventually, finally, put the Universal Championship on Roman Reigns. How are you doing, people? Can we get 200 likes on today's video? I know SummerSlam had more matches than my Tinder bio, but in today's video, we're going to break it all down. I'm going to review it all. I've got notes. It's going to be fun, and fortunately for you lot, I've not even got my camera on today. It is 4 AM in the morning, and I look absolutely horrendous at the best of times, especially not at 4 AM in the morning. So if that doesn't deserve a like, I'm not particularly sure what does. But what we're going to do is we're going to start off talking about the kickoff show and work our way through to the main event. I want to talk about the main event now, but you guys are going to have to wait for that anyway. So the first kickoff match we got was Zelina Vega and Almas going over Lana and Rusev. Now, we had to wait a while for the hot mess Lana to get in the ring, and when she did, it all went wooden all of a sudden. It was all a bit wooden when Lana got in the ring. It wasn't great, and it wasn't a very good match. What was a good match, though, was Cedric Alexander. He did retain his Cruiserweight Championship against Drew Gulak with another roll-up. We got a roll-up in the other match, we got a roll-up in this match, and actually, on the pre-show, we got 3 matches all ending in bloody roll-ups. What's all that about? Anyway, the last minute of this match was insane. There was a great reversal into an angle lock as well, which was awesome. I think these guys would probably be pretty bloody disappointed they weren't on the main show. I mean, this was an awesome match for a title. It should have been on the main show. It was very, very good. Was it time for a new champion? I think maybe so. And the third and final match we got on the pre-show was the bloody B team retaining their championships against the Revival. The B team are absolute aids, in my opinion. They have made the Raw Tag Team Championships mean absolutely nothing. This was a simple nothing match and another roll-up to end the kickoff show. What is going on there? This pre-show had more rolls than Greg's Bakery. Anyway, let's get on to the meaty stuff. The main show, we started off with Seth freaking Rollins becoming the new Intercontinental Champion. Of course, this match was headlined by Dean Ambrose returning to be in Seth Rollins' corner. Now, what I thought was funny was Dolph Ziggler had the Intercontinental Championship belt on his bloody trousers. Who does he think he is? Anyway, it would have been good to have Ambrose in a match at SummerSlam, but it was decent having Dean Ambrose there. I would really have liked to see him in a match though, but it was cool. Seth Rollins was dressed like he should probably be in like Game of Thrones or something, but if Daenerys Targaryen was around, she'd probably whip them off anyway, the dirty slut. But there was a really cool DDT, which is actually in the photo on the screen right now. There's a really cool DDT onto the apron, which was crazy. There's another crazy move where Rollins went off the top rope. It was kind of like an inverted suplex to Dolph Ziggler. Awesome. This match was a really good way to start the show. Ambrose sorted Drew McIntyre out, whilst Rollins hit the curb stomp for the win. And you've now got a new Intercontinental Champion. Seth Rollins was a great Intercontinental Champion at the start of the year, and he's going to be another great Intercontinental Champion. What does this mean for Ziggler and McIntyre? I'm not particularly sure. Are they going to turn on each other and feud? Probably. Next up, we had the Bludgeon Brothers retaining the titles with a hammer attack. What the actual hell has gone on here? This isn't Bob the Builder, people. They ruined a great match. I was really getting into this match, and then they just came along with the bloody hammers. What are they doing? One of the best spots of the night, of the whole show, was that Xavier Woods did a great elbow drop from the top rope to the outside. That has got to hurt. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty disappointed because it was getting good. And then they whipped out the hammers. So I think we're going to get a rematch at Hell in a Cell. I'm sure that one's going to be as good as this one because it was getting really, really good. I wanted to see a clean finish. We didn't get it. The rematch, I'm sure, is going to be good. So next up, we had Braun Strowman squashing Kevin Owens. This match, to be fair to it, lasted longer than Kevin Owens' diet. Now, Strowman has a new haircut. What do you guys think about me getting that haircut? I'm off my haircut tomorrow. I think I could pull it off. There was a really cool move in this match where Braun Strowman chokeslammed Kevin Owens onto the ramp. It sounded bloody brutal, but the match lasted longer than Owens' diet, and I'm not really sure why. I thought this was going to be one of the best matches on the show. I thought it was going to be given a good 10 to 15 minutes. It was given about 2, and I'm not really sure why, but it gave Braun Strowman a big, big win and lots of momentum, which helped him in the main event of the show, which we'll get onto later. But yeah, I'm not sure why Kevin Owens is made to look like a pussy here, because he's a lot better than that. And actually, he was actually the favourite to win this match, and he's just got fucked over. So a bit strange. It could have been a really, really good match. But I think Braun Strowman, for the last few months, he's not looked as good as he did at the start of the year. And I think this short match really put him over well. Right, next up, we got Charlotte, Becky Lynch and Carmella. We got a new SmackDown Live Women's Champion, and of course, it's bloody Charlotte. Now, has Charlotte's boobs got bigger? I mean, they were that big in this match, they could probably be considered a weapon. Carmella, on the other hand, entered with pyjamas on. I don't know what she's doing, but this was probably Carmella's best match as champion. But she has now dropped the championship to, of course, Charlotte bloody Flair. When isn't she champion? For God's sakes. They have an obsession with Charlotte Flair at this point. I'm really cheesed off. They once again have put the belt on Charlotte Flair. They cannot have Charlotte Flair in the WWE without a championship. It's getting ridiculous now. She's a great champion. She's a great wrestler, but come on, guys. You're taking the bloody piss. Now, finally, we did get a Becky Lynch heel turn. She's officially gone mental chicken oriental, people. This is going to be good. Charlotte against Becky for the championship, going into Hell in a Cell. Hopefully, a Hell in a Cell match as well for the championship. Should be good, but I'm just a bit cheesed off that Charlotte's champion again. I mean, it was so bloody predictable. Come on, guys, surely. But it looks like they might be heading towards a Becky Lynch heel turn as champion, which is probably something we can wait on for. So, overall, a pretty decent match, and I enjoyed it. Oh, for Christ's sake, no new WWE champion once again. I am so ready for a new bloody WWE champion. I like AJ Styles, he's a bit of a beast, but let's be honest, at this point, at this current time, we're ready for something different. Ever since the brand split happened a couple of years ago, it's felt like AJ Styles has been champion every bloody week. We're ready for something different, and we're going to have to wait for it a little bit longer. There was an epic move in this match where Samoa Joe did a leg drop to a standing AJ Styles from the top rope. He does what he wants, that kid. He also did like a ridiculous power slam, which just looked crazy. What else did he did? He said, Styles isn't coming home. I'll be your new daddy, to his wife and his daughter. Samoa Joe really does do what he wants. So this made AJ Styles go mental chicken oriental. He whips out a steel chair and the match ends in DQ. I really hate it when WWE does this at a big pay-per-view like WrestleMania or SummerSlam or Survivor Series or maybe the Royal Rumble. You want all the matches, especially the big matches, to end fairly and get a decisive decision. So for a WWE Championship match to end in DQ, it is a little bit disappointing, but it does set up a great rematch that we're going to get at Hell in a Cell. It's all about storytelling. We did get that here. It is going to set up an even more brutal and memorable match at Hell in a Cell, but it would have been good to get a decisive finish, but I'm looking forward to that Hell in a Cell match, and hopefully Samoa Joe proved tonight that to the guys in the back, he should be WWE Champion, because he definitely proved it. So, The Miz wins. He beats Daniel Bryan with a sneaky object. We're not particularly sure what that sneaky object could be. Could have been a dildo, could have been a McDonald's fried chip. We're not sure. But this match was very submission heavy, but it was what I expected. I mean, I think if we got this match last year or the year before, it would have been better because Daniel Bryan would have been able to do more moves. But it was okay. It wasn't anything outstanding. I think they should have pulled the trigger on this match last year when it was a lot more fresher and a lot more interesting. I think they did drag it out up until this year's SummerSlam where people are slightly less interested now. But it was okay. I thought it could have been one of the best matches on the show, but it was alright. It wasn't anything amazing. The Miz wins, so it looks like we're going to get a rematch at Hell in a Cell. Seems like that's what's happening here. What did he use to win? Write your comments down below. The funniest comment will get pinned. So the Demon finally returns. Where has he been? We're not particularly sure, but he squashes Constable Corbin in about 4 minutes. Will they use this momentum for Finn Balor? Probably not, but he looked really, really good here. It's been a while since Finn Balor looked relevant and looked good. When they announced this match, I was like, ugh. Who wants to see this? But if they use this momentum from this big win that he's got here to do something decent, then I won't be too bothered. We saw a good Demon today, and Finn Balor looked impressive. What's happened to Baron Corbin? He looked like a bit of a pussy. Maybe it is because he's a pussy. But, yeah, we got Demon Finn Balor back, and he looked good. Now, they've got to capitalise on this big win and do something with Finn Balor. Right, Nakamura retains his United States Championship versus Jeff Hardy. I think the best spot of the whole show was a swanton bomb to the ring apron. Now, he didn't hit Shinsuke Nakamura, but that doesn't matter. It still looked pretty brutal. Nakamura, to be fair to him, he looked good. He looks a lot more comfortable in this position than he did when he was chasing the WWE Championship against AJ Styles. It was an average match. It was okay. It would have been better if it was a ladder match, let's be honest. But yeah, decent match. New Raw Women's Champion. I think everybody predicted this was going to happen, but Ronda Rousey, at the start of the match, sat down with her eyes closed. Lol. She really does do what she wants. That spinning Samoan drop move that she does is absolutely deadly. Can Ronda Rousey have a bad match? I don't think she can. I mean, this was just amazing. She's so great at simulating a real match. Everybody gets behind it. The crowd are so into it. You just cannot look away. It's awesome. By far, the best decision of the night was to put the Raw Women's Championship on Ronda Rousey. It's going to be great to see her as Raw Women's Champion. What great matches is she going to be able to have? Will Nia Jax want another rematch? Will Alexa Bliss want a rematch? I'm not particularly sure after this. She's a bit fucked up. But a huge moment for the WWE to have Ronda Rousey as their Raw Women's Champion. And I'm excited to see how this goes down. Who do you guys want to see challenge Ronda Rousey for the championship? I'm not really sure anybody wants to, but really, really good. Great decision. And finally, the bloody main event. Brock Lesnar actually turned up, unlike the girl on my last date. But the Beastie Boy finally lost his Universal Championship. Now, I thought the ending to the match was a little bit anticlimactic because Braun Strowman came out. I was like, oh my god, this is going to be insane. He's going to cash in. We're going to get a triple threat action. He didn't cash in. He got a bit fucked up. Brock Lesnar did this like beastly F5 to him on the outside and then just lobbed his Money in the Bank briefcase. That was bloody hilarious. And then Roman Reigns spears Brock Lesnar for the win to become finally the new Universal Champion, and Braun Strowman just disappeared. So we went from having potentially a triple threat match, potentially a Money in the Bank briefcase, to Roman Reigns just Universal Champion, which, to be honest, is better than Brock Lesnar being Universal Champion, so we can't really complain. Finally, they have put the Red Championship on Roman Reigns. I mean, about bloody time. Are they actually going to go for it this time? I think they should. Just try, see what happens for a few months. It might actually be quite good. It'll be better than Brock Lesnar being champion because Roman Reigns is actually going to turn up every week. I'm looking forward to this. It's a fresh new era in the WWE. Roman Reigns finally is the top champion in the company. He's the top guy in the company, and now he can prove it. And I'm looking forward to it. Some people might not be too happy, but let's be honest, he's better than Brock Lesnar being champion because he's never there. Braun Strowman still got the Money in the Bank briefcase, so I'm not really sure what he's doing. I was really looking forward to potentially getting triple threat action, but to be fair, they have still got that backup option. If Roman Reigns isn't working in a few weeks' time, they can resort to Braun Strowman, but I think it'll be alright, to be honest. I really do think it'll be alright. What do you guys think about the SummerSlam pay-per-view? It was bloody insane, I thought. This was one of the best SummerSlam pay-per-views we've had in a while. The last few have been a bit dodgy. That one where Brock Lesnar just beat up Randy Orton at the end. I think last year's was alright. It was just a bit long and some of the matches weren't great. But overall, as a show, I think every match delivered. There wasn't like a really bad match on the show, really. I think they were all, at the worst, average. I mean, they were all really good, I thought. I think we've had a good pay-per-view there. Thanks for watching, people. Smash that like button. I'm going to give this show an 8 out of 10. I thought it was solid. What happens to Brock Lesnar now? Where does he go? We shall see. I'm guessing he's going to be on tomorrow's Monday Night Raw. Anyway, thanks for watching, people. Check out these other videos. Thanks for watching. Comment your thoughts down below. Take care. Spike your hair.